Okay.
Hello, and welcome to another week of the Mixed Tag Team Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Smitty, with my lovely soon-to-be Mrs. Dr. Smitty, Amber.
Hey.
And we are going to be talking about Hell in a Cell and our predictions and basically the outline of what the show is going to be. So, do you want to start with what the pre-show matches and notes about what's happened, what changes have happened so far?
Sure.
Well, most notably, the biggest change is that Randy Orton got injured on live shows. So the match between Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose versus Braun Strowman and Luke Harper will not be happening. And that has been replaced with a six-man tag team on the pre-show with Neville, Ziggler, Cesaro versus Bad News Barrett, Sheamus, and Rusev. So I'll let my lovely fiance do the talking.
Okay. First of all, it completely sucks that Randy Orton got injured. He's kind of been on the back burner for a while now, so I was hoping for him to kind of be in the spotlight more. So it sucks that I got injured. And what they replaced it with, I don't like it. Honestly, I feel like it's going to be a boring match and a repeat of what's been going on with their like little filler matches with Sheamus and everybody. So I don't like it.
Yeah, it's really weird because they have been doing this match essentially for the last 3 weeks anyways on free TV. Why would you go pay for it? The whole that whole 6-man just needs to change it up completely. I am so sick of Neville, Ziggler, Cesaro versus the other 3 villains. It needs to change. What sucks is that Randy Orton got injured. It kind of came out of nowhere, even though the reports is that he's been wrestling injured for a while. But he just completely separated his shoulder. Is the official report out there? It's not confirmed yet because WWE hasn't released the MRI, but separate shoulder, which will make him gone for a while. But yeah, this pre-show match kind of really sucks, but it has really good talent in it. It's just they need to switch up the storyline.
Yeah, I completely agree. I just don't like, I like, good guys against villains. That's really how it's always been. But at the same time, it's like these characters that you're throwing in, like they were just in the middle of their own stories when they just kind of put this tag team match in. And I really don't like it. Honestly, I think they need to pull Sheamus out and do something with Sheamus because he's been carrying around that Money in the Bank contract for a little bit too long for my liking. Like, I'm hoping that they kind of put him in the spotlight more just because of that reason. Like they did Seth Rollins, he was in the spotlight and carried that damn thing with him everywhere. So I'm hoping that they do something more with Sheamus where he's on his own and he is, ready and willing to become, WWE, on top of WWE, because of that contract. Rusev and Dolph Ziggler hopefully is coming to an end because of Summer Rae and that guy that I hate.
Prince Pretty. Tyler Breeze.
I don't even want to say that. Just the person that I hate. What else? Let's see. And then Bad News Barrett. My goodness. He disappeared and then he came back, but it's like he never really came back. So I really don't like it. I really think WWE should take their talent and utilize that in a different way than what they've been doing instead of just clamming a whole bunch of people together for a filler. I really don't like it. And Neville, he's a wonderful wrestler, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have it. I don't think he has it. It's a really good wrestler. Maybe it's his gimmick. I don't know. But the man that gravity forgot, I really don't like it. So maybe it's his gimmick, but I'm really not feeling him either. So just get them all out. Get him out. Get him doing what they're good at. Put him where they need.
Yeah, I think that two things might happen, though. I do think that there is a good shot that Tyler Breeze will interrupt this match, which will make it better. And again, that'll start the feud with Dolph Ziggler, which was kind of started on SmackDown this past Thursday. Also, I do think that with this match being on the pre-show, there is a possibility, if they are ready to do a title change, that Sheamus will cash in at the end of the show, because it is a Hell in a Cell. It's going to be a brutal match. There is a chance, but I think the one thing that may lack is the fact that there is no like push for Sheamus before this. Like, it would just come out of nowhere, which might be a good thing. It might be what they want to completely surprise and basically make the Seth Rollins face turn, or just him against the Authority actually happen and something interesting occur on WWE Creative TV.
I need something interesting to entertain me. Like, please do something. What sucks, though, is that we all know it's coming. That's the only thing. Like, we're all just kind of twiddling our thumbs, like, waiting for him to cash it in. And so it kind of sucks because you kind of know it's going to come, but, like, you don't really know when. So, and you never know. Maybe he won't cash it in, which will suck. It'd be pretty much a waste of money in the bank year, pretty much. What else was I gonna say? I forgot.
Well, to maybe get the actual prediction, what do you think is going to happen with this specific match?
Honestly, I agree with you. Like, I mean, at least I hope. I hope that Tyler Breeze comes and breaks it up. Honestly. I mean, the guy that I don't like, the wrestler that I hate, that's NXT, that NXT wrestler that thinks he's all that, that's dating somewhere right now. I hope he comes and breaks it up because, I don't know, just the love story pretty much. It's about time that WWE, like, incorporates, like, women and men and pretty much a love story drama. It's about time. And so I hope they carry that on. Also, like, again, like, let's see. I really don't know who's going to win, honestly. Hopefully it's the bad guys so that they can push Sheamus up and kind of promote that whole love triangle. But I don't know. I really don't know. And honestly, it sucks, but, like, I really just don't care.
I think the big thing about it is that nobody actually really does care who's going to win, because it's honestly played out and boring. But if I were to give my prediction, I do think that the heels will win, but I do think that it will be by interference by Tyler Breeze. And either way, it's a win, and it's to get it over, and maybe they'll just, start pushing these heels into better directions where they can actually succeed. So, that's the pre-show. Let's get on to the main show. I did hear some interesting news about John Cena, which will tie into the first one of the first matches will be the John Cena Open Challenge, U.S. Open Challenge. I heard a rumor on the interwebs that John Cena will actually, when he comes back to Raw, he'll be there on Monday Night Raw, and he will also come back in December, which has been known that he'll take a few months off, some time off. But when he comes back, he will actually be champion, which means that he won't lose the belt. I'm hoping that rumor's false, but from what I hear, that might actually happen, where he will take a leave while being champion. But that would make this Open Challenge irrelevant, because he's also showing up on Raw, which I believe he's being advertised as the U.S. champion. So what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying not to, like, I was on the internet today, and I'm trying to stay away from my WWE gossip and trying to stay away from those predictions and, like, or like what's going to happen and spoilers, because I don't want to spoil it for myself. So like honestly, and usually I do. Usually I'm like, oh, did you hear this and did you hear that? And babe, guess who, is doing this and that. But I didn't this pay-per-view because I kind of want to be surprised. Honestly, I feel that if he's gonna take a leave of absence, I am a John Cena fan, but if he's gonna take a leave of absence, like he needs to give that belt up. They did it to like they've been doing it to everybody else between I mean, like who have they really, besides Daniel Bryan. I mean, although they did let Ryback keep it,
but that was that was less than a month.
Yeah, so like I don't know. Honestly, I hope that they don't do that. And if it's true that they are advertising him to be, like the champ, I guess. I mean, we already know who's gonna win it, but I hope he doesn't. Honestly, I'm kind of like, I don't know. We've been waiting for him to lose this title, and so I don't know. I wonder who's gonna come out. Honestly, I hope it's not Big E. That was a rumor for a little bit. I hope it's not Big E. Yeah, and I mean, I hope he just gives it up and takes some time off, and John deserves it.
I do not think it will be Big E for your pleasure. I do think that they will basically make New Day the tag team because they're going to wrestle later on in the night. I don't think that the U.S. Championship Open Challenge will be open to them. I do think it will be somebody new. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head who's actually going to face John Cena. But if I was to be completely honest with you, I don't think he will lose the championship at Night of Champion. I do think the rumor out there about him being champ in December will be false. But I do think that he will win at Night of Champion or at Hell in a Cell and lose the championship on Raw the next day.
Yeah, I just hope that whoever does accept that challenge isn't somebody stupid like Mark Henry or somebody. I mean, I hope that it's a good match. I mean, otherwise, honestly, there was no point to have that match if he doesn't wrestle somebody good and on a pay-per-view. If that, and I'm not knocking Mark Henry. You
are.
I mean, no, I'm not. That's not what I meant. I'm just saying that Mark Henry's been out of the spotlight for a little bit. I mean, he's just been out of the spotlight for a little bit. They pretty much just use him to fill matches, and I just hope that it's somebody that's been in the spotlight, somebody that could really actually take it from him. And I just don't see Mark Henry doing that at this time. Yeah. So I hope it's something good.
I mean, why wouldn't it be Mark Henry? Because that's what I do.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
I love with.
But I'm hoping it's not Mark Henry myself. I'm really hoping it's not Heath Slater, who's, there a lot of people are, trolling on Twitter about who's going to come out there. If it's Heath Slater, it will be literally the biggest waste of time on Hell in a Cell because there is no way that Heath Slater will win the U.S. Championship. I honestly have no idea who it would be at this point. The only curveball I could possibly see happening is the fact that it could be Luke Harper on the fact that he didn't show up on Raw. The only curveball I could possibly see is Luke Harper. Or Dean Ambrose, because he doesn't have a match now.
Ooh, possibly. I would love to see that match, but it'd be a little weird.
Why would it be weird? I mean, Dean Ambrose is, I believe, the longest reigning U.S. champion in the last 5 years, if I remember correctly. And the fact that, the Wyatt versus the Shield feud has got to be over now. So he's got to do something else.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry.
Was that our bunny?
Yeah, we have a bunny. His name is Uli, and he is circling me and scared me because he's licking my foot.
Fun. So no predictions for you on the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge?
Nope.
Nope.
Sorry, I'm joking. It's like tickles.
Right. I'm gonna say John Cena's gonna win the Open Challenge and lose the championship on Raw. That's my prediction. I don't care who it is.
I hope he doesn't. Honestly, I hope that he loses it because then when he comes back, then he will be open to get the WWE belt so that he can beat Ric Flair. Or is it even?
He's gonna tie. He would tie Ric Flair.
He's gonna tie to Ric Flair. I hope he beats him. Like, I hope that he beats the Ric Flair's record by 1, just so that we can get someone new in the spotlight.
No.
I hope so. I hope they start doing that. I hope they get that going, honestly, just so that we can get out of the way. And then so when he does retire, from the ring, because he lives for WWE. But when he does retire from the ring, it'll be something.
All right.
So I hope they start making that rolling, or I hope they start that and give it to him. He deserves it.
I don't think so, but let's move on to the Divas match and tie in John Cena to Nikki Bella versus Charlotte.
I think the only reason why you're saying no is because he used to have a crush on him.
I honestly, it's not just to do with that. I do think that he's been a magnificent face for WWE. He already holds the most WWE championships, so he doesn't need to beat Ric Flair on the all-time titles because honestly, his legacy will not be as big as Ric Flair, so it shouldn't be him getting that big note in history.
I think he will, honestly.
Ric Flair did it for 30 plus years. John Cena has been big for about 10. I don't think he deserves it. Personally.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he'll keep on wrestling, but he is getting a little old.
Yeah. All right. Divas. Nikki Bella versus Charlotte. I'm going to keep mine really easy. Charlotte's going to win. And it's going to tie into a new feud between, Charlotte versus possibly Sasha Banks or something like that. But Charlotte's going to win.
I hope Charlotte loses.
I hope she does too because I really don't like her. But
I don't like her. I just don't like her. I don't like her. She needs to get her own. I don't know. She just needs to be on her own without without her in her dad's shadow, pretty much. If they did that, I think that she would be amazing. But to me, she just doesn't do it. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I might get some haters here, but I don't think that she is as pretty as people say she is.
No, she's not. I'm sorry. Oh no.
And that doesn't sell it for me either. She is pretty though, and then she can be pretty, but the way they make her, she is just not a bombshell like they say she is, but the talent is there. She can kick ass. The talent is there. She's an amazing wrestler. I just don't think, I don't know. She needs to get out of her daddy's shadow a little bit. She needs to get her own thing, and then maybe we'll see. Hopefully, I hope Nikki Bella whoops some butt because I love the Bellas. I don't know. And then honestly, or maybe even Paige come on in and take it. I don't know. You never know. There's so much stuff between Paige and Natalya. Natalya trying to butt in, Paige getting jealous, to Sasha Banks thinking she's all that. And
she is all that. That's why.
Being bad. Okay.
She is. Sasha Banks is money right now, and she's hot. She is just hot on fire, and everybody's loving her, which is, I guess, a bad thing for her because she's a heel character, and they shouldn't be saying we want Sasha. But her gimmick and her wrestling right now is just so on fire. To me, it would be a huge mistake not to get her involved in the the Divas Championship in the very near future. And Nikki Bella versus Sasha's been done. They, oddly enough, like they gave her a bunch of wins against Paige and Nikki Bella, and somehow she's not in the championship picture, which is weird. But I'll just, that's the WWE writing for you.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know. Sasha Banks just doesn't do it for me, honestly. Like she's a good wrestler, and I don't know. I love her character, and I can understand that everybody loves her. I mean, who doesn't love a bad chick? Like who doesn't love a bad girl? Nobody. So, honestly, like I can see that like people like her and stuff, and like she can be badass. Like sometimes she makes me sit back and go, whoa, but I don't know. She just still doesn't do it for me. I don't know why. I like her, but I hope that, I don't know. I just hope that they do something with her character soon that's more on her own, so she can be bad by herself and not have like Naomi and oh no, what's her name?
Tamina.
I love Tamina, but I hope that like they kind of get her on her own and they do something with that. And also like Naomi is so athletic and she's amazing. She's an amazing wrestler. Like they need to do something with her too. They need to, I don't know. They just really need to switch it up. Like I understand that they're, I don't know that they're team bad, but they need to break up team bad because they need to utilize the talent that they have. So hopefully, I hope I don't have a really set prediction for that, because with so many characters coming in, and then also the Divas division is getting so big too. You never know who's gonna mingle with who. So like you never know what's gonna happen. So I really don't have a prediction for that one either. So I'm just gonna have to see.
I would be very shocked if Nikki Bella did win. That's the only thing where I'm going to leave off saying is I would be shocked that if Nikki Bella won it, because honestly, how often do you see a champion get their title back in the rematch? It just does not happen. So I would be very shocked to see that happen. And especially with the Divas Revolution, they're trying to get the younger girls in there, so it would just make more sense to start pushing the younger girls. Okay, let's get to the tag team. The New Day and Dudley Boys. I am sick of this feud. I've been very vocal that I'm not happy with the Dudley Boys returning to the WWE. And New Day is starting to maybe get a little bit too ridiculous in their gimmick, but at the same time, it might be perfectly done because they were getting too popular for heels. So to switch it up and start just being completely obnoxious might have been a way to get heat. But this feud sucks, but the Dudley Boys are going to win. That's my prediction.
I hope they don't win, honestly, because I'm getting sick and tired of the Dudley Boys too. They just need to go. They need to go. We didn't need them anyways. We have so many tag teams that aren't being used. So again, honestly, I think, I don't know why. I just have a feeling that New Day is going to win. I don't know. Send the Dudley Boys off.
The Dudley Girl.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think they're going to put on a hell of a show, though. Getting pretty sick and tired of New Day myself, including when, my fiance thinks he's a part of New Day. So
I'm going to take that as being racist, considering that I'm black. I think that's the only reason.
Oh my God, don't even pull out the whole racist joke. I think that's a big crutch. All that is, it's a crutch, and I'm not going to enable you, okay? It was nothing racist. All right? It was nothing racist, okay? I'm just getting really sick and tired of hearing "Don't you dare." Like, I don't even know.
Don't you dare be sour.
Yeah, that. I hate that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that actually entertains me about New Day is their intros. They're started. And they're good in the ring. They do work well as a team, but their promos are just it's starting to get ridiculous. Stupid.
they're getting stupid and ridiculous and childish, and it was funny at first because it's like all like just these new characters are coming out in these big old wrestlers, you know, and it's funny and it's new, and then they turned to being stupid and annoying and obnoxious and just not funny, you know. So, and I think I don't know. But they're just not fun anymore. The Dudley Boys just need to go. And pretty much about it, yeah.
I agree. Let's just move on to the Intercontinental Championship match. Ryback versus Kevin Owens. I'll let you start off with this.
I hate Ryback.
I agree.
I don't know why I hate his gimmick. And it might be, you know what? It might be his gimmick, honestly. It's the whole like feed me more. It reminds me of like a little toddler in a height chair with like a spoon and like a fork. Like feed me more, and I hate it. I dislike it, and then just the things he wears like makes me just I don't know. I hate it. I dislike it. He just needs to either come up with a new gimmick or just go away. I think hands down Kevin Owens. He's got this. And I love it. So, yeah, I hope he kicks Ryback's ass, and Ryback just needs to go somewhere. I just don't like him.
I think this is one thing that me and my lovely fiance have in common is we hate Ryback, and we like Kevin Owens. I think this is easily the easiest match to predict in this Hell in a Cell. That Kevin Owens will definitely win. I do want to see Kevin Owens pop-up bomb the crap out of Ryback. Like on Monday, he did Mark Henry. That was pretty impressive, even though it was clear that Mark Henry jumped up. But it was really impressive, the pop-up power bomb to Mark Henry. And I would like to see the same to Ryback. But hopefully, because I hate Ryback so much, I don't know what it is about Ryback. I just can't stand him. I hope that he actually goes through the ring with the pop-up power bomb. And that would just be awesome and make my night.
I think it's just his gimmick, honestly. Like, if he had a new gimmick, like, that would be awesome. And then I don't know, I just don't like the whole feed me more. Reminds me of a child.
To me, it's not the gimmick. It's just everything about Ryback. I don't like his wrestling ability. I don't like his look. I don't like... He can't speak worth crap, and the feed me more, it's dumb. There's nothing about Ryback I can say positive besides the fact that he's built and he's jacked. But which is funny because like, you know, I just found out that like he's probably shorter than what they stage him as. So like even his belt isn't that impressive since he's shorter. You know, if you put him in the ring against like, you know, Batista, he's going to look small because he's shorter. So it's just like, I don't like Ryback. And I think that the fact they pushed him so hard when he first came out just doomed his career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but people love him, though. That's the only thing. So I don't know. Maybe they see what we don't. I don't know, but I hope that, I don't know. They need to get a new gimmick because, like, this, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I just think he's doomed because, like, I think the only gimmick that will work for him is to feed me more because they did try to turn him heel, and that was just so bad. He was not a good heel. So
wasn't he in a tag team when they tried to do that?
Well, he started by himself, and because it wasn't working by himself, they put him with Curtis Axel. Yep, and it was actually kind of a little bit comical because Curtis Axel and him, it was a little bit more comical, but it was not good, and I don't know. I don't like Ryback, and I am glad that he is not dragging down the Intercontinental Championship with him, and I like that Kevin Owens has it, and he will probably have it for a while. Yeah. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, they just need to go and put Ryback somewhere backstage.
Have Ryback hold interview the people outside. That'd be awesome. That would actually be entertaining.
Probably because we wouldn't see him as much, so I agree.
All right. The two big matches. We'll start off with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, which to me is a pretty easy one to pick. Seth Rollins versus Kane. It's either one of three things are going to happen. Seth Rollins wins, and that's it. Or Seth Rollins wins and then gets cashed in on, or Kane wins by disqualification somehow, or I don't know. Kane wins dirty but doesn't win a championship, so the feud drags on further. That's the only three options. Kane will not win clean. That's the one thing I could basically put on the bank. I don't have my briefcase with me, but that's the one thing I will put on the bank.
It's behind you. If you would move, I think we could probably see it over your shoulder.
No, you can't.
Oh, kind of see a corner of it. Money in the bank briefcase. I don't know. I hope I don't know. I don't like what they're doing at all. I don't like what they're doing at all with anything these days. Sorry, I have to put these cords up. I just don't think that. I don't like it. Kane either needs to stop wrestling, keep on being corporate Kane, or he needs to retire from the ring or needs to do something. Like, I mean, pulling, the devil's favorite demon out every once in a while is awesome, but every once in a while, I think this feud has gone on a little too long, and that the whole, bipolar, corporate Kane and the demon, I don't like it. Because, it's entertaining. I gotta give him that. It's entertaining, for him, but he's just too smiley for me, so I just, want to punch him in the face and then see what else he does. Does he turn into the demon or what? That's just kind of annoying to me. Honestly, though, I agree with you. Hands down, Seth Rollins is going to win because they wouldn't give the belt to Kane.
No, they're not.
Unless if they do, and that'll be a shocker, and then I will be happy.
I guess there could be a fourth option where they give the belt to Kane, and Kane basically lays down for Sheamus or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Sheamus, yeah, yep.
I guess that's possible. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Probably not. No. I don't think they're good at writers like that anymore.
But, that would actually kind of make me happy because Kane has only had one WWE championship reign, and it was less than a day. It would be 2 championship reigns for less than a day because, honestly, he would lose to Sheamus pretty quickly after that. They're not going to have him hold the big belt for that long. But, I don't know. I think the feud between Kane and Seth Rollins was good in theory. I think that they took way too long because they started building this before WrestleMania. Right after WrestleMania, and it took too long. They needed to do it before. They probably should have done it at SummerSlam. That would have made a lot more sense to do it at SummerSlam rather than having Sting versus Seth Rollins. It would have made more sense to bring out the Demon then. But now that they took so long with it, it just doesn't make sense.
Yep, I completely agree with you. This is long overdue, and it's drawn out way too long for me. I do think that, at least I'm hoping, I'm hoping that the Authority stuck the Demon on Seth Rollins. I am hoping that's it because I'm getting so sick and tired of the whole Authority, with Seth Rollins and always having his back, but then, they're turning, and I hope that they start building that up soon and kind of just quiet Kane, honestly, pretty much. And it starts rolling into the Authority against Seth Rollins. I hope that's it. I hope they start getting the ball rolling on that because that is long overdue as well. So I just hope that they get all this stuff out soon.
Yeah, I do too. I do think that they did miss a huge opportunity with the Authority. I do think that after Seth Rollins isn't the champion, that there's a huge chance that the Authority will be gone. It won't be the Authority anymore. And they missed a huge opportunity to milk that authoritative role like they did with Vince McMahon back in the Attitude Era. Like, I do think that they're possibly missing the ball with that, because I don't think that Sheamus would be a replacement for Seth Rollins as the head of the Authority. Like, I just don't see that. No. So, I do think they're missing the ball a little bit to have this huge, massive heel army. And honestly, it's been Seth Rollins and Triple H and Stephanie McMahon as the Authority. It's nobody else. So they missed a huge opportunity there, I think. But I think Seth Rollins will be walking out WWE champion. I don't see him losing it anytime soon. And I don't see Sheamus honestly cashing in until 2016. So that's what I think. I would be happy to be wrong. I do think it's time for a change with champion. I do think it's time for a change with, like, just shake up the WWE. The ratings are low, and they just need to shake things up. So I wouldn't mind seeing it, even though I love Seth Rollins. I wouldn't mind seeing a shake up and a change.
Yep. Honestly, I hope they keep Seth Rollins a heel. And I hope, Sheamus I don't like as a heel. As shown, he's not a good heel. He's just too much of a good guy. I really don't like that. And honestly, Kane has been a part of the Authority for a really long time. And, so the Authority is, turning on each other. I don't like that. The Authority has been, a very long, strong, reigning force, not to be messed with. Don't mess that up by having people turn against each other, unless if it's Seth Rollins against the Authority, because honestly, I don't know. But I hope
that would make Seth Rollins a face at that point, because the Authority is always going to be the bad guys. You can't have the Authority be the faces.
Yeah, but Bray Wyatt's not with the Authority. He's always going to be a bad guy.
But you'll see the Authority and Bray Wyatt intertwined for a reason. You can't have two heels face each other, because somebody's going to have to be cheered.
I know, but what I'm saying is that I hope they keep Seth Rollins a heel and not turn him face. And honestly, Kane's the bad guy and Seth Rollins the bad guy right now. You see two heels facing each other.
But Kane is actually in the face role because everybody hates Seth Rollins so much that he automatically becomes a face in this, because people want to see Seth Rollins get his ass beat, which is the perfect mark of a heel.
I completely understand about the formula, face against heel at all times. I completely understand that. But because he's been with the Authority and he's been one of Triple H's minions and one of Triple H's allies for such a long time, I can't see him being a face.
Really?
Yeah, I can't see him being a face. He has been at Triple H's side nonstop for a very long time now. So I just don't see him. He's been a part of the Authority. He kind of, for me, makes the Authority. It's always been, the power couple in Kane. And then either Seth Rollins or Randy Orton or whoever they were using as their little puppet at the time. It's always been that way, and so that's why I just feel I don't see him being a face ever. And I also don't see Seth Rollins being a face ever. So, honestly, I just feel I hope that they keep Seth Rollins heel.
All right. We got to move on to the last match because we have to wrap up relatively soon.
We got to do it fast, too, because we haven't touched base on the Wyatt family and Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we haven't touched on. Let's do that, actually, next. Let's do Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. For me, it's pretty easy. Either Roman Reigns are going to win clean or Bray Wyatt's going to win dirty. Honestly, it's either Luke Harper or somebody's going to be hiding under the ring and come out and, cause a dirty win for Bray Wyatt, or Roman Reigns is going to win clean and they're going to push Roman Reigns to be WWE champion relatively soon?
I hope. I hope Bray Wyatt wins.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you that sick of Roman Reigns?
I don't know. I love Roman Reigns. He's awesome, but he's just not doing it for me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. I hope Bray Wyatt wins. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Roman Reigns is going to win, though, because they are trying to push him and promote him so much that he's probably going to win. But I just hope Bray Wyatt wins just to, I don't know, shut him up. And also, I think it's funny, like, honestly, I think Dean Ambrose is going to make an appearance on this pay-per-view, and he might not, because wasn't there a pay-per-view a little bit ago that he didn't have a match?
Yeah, I mean...
And he didn't make an appearance, at least if I remember correctly.
I'm pretty sure, because honestly, not all superstars make appearances, but Dean Ambrose seems to miss a few pay-per-views because they just don't have anything for him, or Randy Orton will miss a pay-per-view or something because they don't have anything for him, but Roman Reigns sure as hell not missing any pay-per-views. So...
yeah, maybe he should to, like, I don't know, do something with his character or something, or turn him heel. I think I would like him if they turned him heel. I just don't like him as a face. And, like, I mean, that whole, like, and believe that. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I find it annoying because, honestly, I feel that, like, he just gets his butt kicked way too much to, like, believe in anything that he says, honestly.
But that's the whole John Cena thing where it's, oh, I could get beat up, but I will always come back because I am the face. You know, face is that's the formula. And as dumb as the formula is, that's what they do. And I don't know. I would have a hard time believing that Roman, he's still like the number one guy. Like when you look at the title cards, his music always plays when he's in the match, regardless if he's with Randy Orton or anything. Like his music plays. He's the last face shown on SmackDown and Raw. Like they're still building on Roman Reigns. Now it wouldn't be a big thing if Roman Reigns lost because hell, Daniel Bryan lost to Bray Wyatt and became WWE champion 2 months later. So I mean, it wouldn't hurt him, but Bray Wyatt needs to win more because Bray Wyatt, like, they've just had him lose consistently. That's all he does is lose, I feel.
See, and about the formula, like, John Cena always comes back. He never gives up.
Yeah, exactly.
But Roman Reigns will, and that's true. Roman Reigns will preach, oh, yeah, I'm going to, hand your ass to you on a silver platter, and you can believe that, and what happens? He loses. So I don't think I like that. If you're gonna have me if you're gonna sit there and tell me to like believe in you and believe something that's just coming out of your mouth, then prove it.
Well,
otherwise, to me, like it's just not worth it. And also, I hope they turn one of them bad. I hope they turn somebody bad. Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns, I don't know, but honestly, Dean Ambrose, people love him because he is crazy. He's crazy and he's unpredictable. He runs around the city and causes havoc and just pisses people off, and I love it. I absolutely love it. You never know what you're going to get from him. I love Dean Ambrose. I think it's a good character, and I think that they should keep on playing on that. The other thing is, I don't know where I would put him either, honestly, but I think they should play on that. Roman Reigns, I think they should take a break. They've been pushing Roman Reigns for a very long time, and it's really not doing anything, and he's really not going anywhere right now. So if he's not going to be up for a title or whatever, put him in the background, get Dean Ambrose up front. Let's do it. I understand, like, although I don't want them to do Dean Ambrose versus the Wyatt family either, because to me, they did that a little bit ago. It was a waste of time. I didn't like it. So get Dean Ambrose doing something. Or turn one of them heel. Because this whole brother thing, it's wearing thin on me. I don't like it. Turn him heel.
Interesting.
Oh. Unless if they turned like Dean Ambrose heel, or even Roman Reigns heel, and then he turned on Seth Rollins. That would be cool. And then Seth Rollins became a face. Then maybe I'd be able to accept it because it's a huge stab at Seth Rollins. But that's about it. If it doesn't hurt Seth Rollins, I don't like it.
Yeah, let's move on to the main the headliner, which is Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker, the final of the 3 matches. I mean, honestly, the 2 matches should have been, or both of the matches should have been won by Brock Lesnar. I mean, but this is the final one. This is the Hell in a Cell. This is possibly Undertaker's last match. It's definitely the last of this feud. And I'm going to flat out say it. Like, I'm kind of pissed that the WWE hasn't played the fact that Brock Lesnar and Undertaker have been in the Hell in a Cell, and Brock Lesnar's, I believe, the only person that actually beat the Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. So I do not expect anything different. Brock Lesnar is going to win because they're still paying him a crap load of money to wrestle, and he needs to, make good on that money. So Brock Lesnar will win.
I don't know. Undertaker is a legend. He is amazing. Like, he always puts on a good show. He's always entertaining. Everybody knows him, even people that don't watch WWE around the world. Like, they know of him. They know what happened at WrestleMania 30. Like, he's amazing, and he's always going to come back. He's always going to kick ass. We all know this. I mean, I don't know. Like, I know Brock Lesnar's going to win.
I think,
but it's heartbreaking. Like, it is definitely heartbreaking because, honestly, they shouldn't have killed Undertaker's streak. I think The Undertaker should have went out with a bang and won at WrestleMania 30 and then was done. He did what, 2020, 21? If he would have won WrestleMania 30, it would have been 21 years of just straight beating ass at WrestleMania, and that's what he would go down in the books for. Now he's gonna go down in the books for Brock Lesnar whooped him. And then they're trying to, like, from this feud kind of, it makes me upset because first of all, they shouldn't have ended the streak. They should have kept the streak alive and then just let it, like, nobody could break like, nobody can kill the,
what's
the dead
already
guy.
dead.
I don't know. And 2, but, like, it did build Brock Lesnar up. And, like, his credibility, it did. And I love that. I do. I just wish that they would have done it differently. I wish that they would have, I don't know, I guess it would have been a lose-lose situation no matter how you would put it. I do admit I was one of those people that cried at WrestleMania 30 when The Undertaker lost, and I was very upset. And then I was even more pissed at WWE because they tried to take back that calling. Everybody's like, no, you can't take that back. So at least that was the rumor, is that they were trying to take it back and that The Undertaker won when everybody was so pissed at WWE. But I mean, what's done can't be undone. We don't forget, us fans, we don't forget as easily as WWE thinks.
Or wants.
Yeah, or wants. And, I have a feeling that Brock Lesnar is going to win. Honestly, I don't know who I want to win because I want both of them to win for different reasons. Because I know that The Undertaker is the past and but he's a legend, so he'll always be alive. The dead man, he'll always be alive, but at the same time, Brock Lesnar is the future. So with that being said, I am torn. Honestly, I'm going to watch the match, but not like it probably. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be an amazing match. Probably not as good as WrestleMania 30. But, I mean, either way, I'm going to be sad. So, doesn't really matter. I don't know.
I think that it has to be Brock Lesnar. It has to be because, again, Brock Lesnar is a current wrestler. He does wrestle, even though it's, 6 or 8 times a year, he still wrestles. And it's the Brock Lesnar Go to Hell tour. It has, it's not, the Undertaker Road to Redemption tour. It's Brock Lesnar. And that's what they're building the WWE around. I am kind of disheartened by how they've done things. I personally wasn't a fan of the win, even though I was shocked and was like, wow, I couldn't believe that Brock Lesnar won. They built off of it so perfectly, though, that built Brock Lesnar into like a mega star after that. And they done that perfectly since the Undertaker loss. It doesn't degrade what Undertaker's done as well. I mean, the streak is dead, but the fact that it's still the Undertaker. He's still probably a top 3 wrestler of all time. So it doesn't hurt him having these losses. It's freaking Brock Lesnar. Not many people have beaten Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Not many people have beaten Hulk Hogan his rookie year, who beat The Rock. He's beaten everybody. Everybody. So it's not a bad loss to lose to Brock Lesnar. But
it's the Undertaker.
That's the only said. I think the only thing that will actually might save the fact that Undertaker might win is that it is Hell in a Cell. And that is his match. That's his match that he's dominated. Even though he did lose to Brock Lesnar in the Hell in a Cell, he has dominated the Hell in a Cell. So, it could be a way to even it out. It won't make Brock Lesnar look bad if he loses because, again, it's the Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. There is some sort of pass, and honestly, if he does lose, he'll probably get, Undertaker will go low and do something. So, like, it wouldn't be like Brock Lesnar getting his ass beat. So, if Brock Lesnar lost, it wouldn't be all terrible, but it still would be a shock if he did. Do you have any final notes? Because we kind of have to wrap up the show.
I did, and I forgot. I don't know. I hope that, I don't know. They did it all wrong, I feel. They did it all wrong, and they did it all right, all at the same time. I want to add in that I am pretty sure one of these days Paul Heyman's going to have a heart attack announcing Brock Lesnar. Just want to throw that out there. I had something and I forgot. So maybe I'll remember later. Oh, and I think we should do this podcast an hour because we can't stop talking about wrestling.
Yeah, we can, but we have to cut it short tonight. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Make sure if you want to check out any more wrestling info from us two, you can check out geekysmitty.com where we have articles and we'll have possibly more videos, impromptu videos from us if we just, get the motivation to do them because we do love to talk wrestling and this is what we do. So,
we do, and sorry, really quick. And we'd love feedback. We would love feedback. We'd love comments. What do you guys think? What do you guys want to hear us talk about? What do you guys want? Let us know. Also, we were talking about doing a Facebook. So keep on looking for that soon. Otherwise, everything that he said. But we'd love feedback. We love comments. We would love for you guys to chime in and communicate with us to see hey, what do you guys want to hear and what's your guys' opinions out there?
That is true. We will be on iTunes soon as well. So people that are listening on YouTube, we will be on iTunes for download relatively soon. We're just working on final things for our logo. But you can find us on Podbean, where we are hosted on our audio podcast. But make sure you keep on checking us out because this podcast is straight money in the bank. So check us out. This is Dr. Smitty and Mrs. Dr. Smitty, Amber. Till next time, get your wrestling on. Peace.
Bye.